What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Parma Sean and newcomer of Opinion City, newest member, Ben Silverio, on location for Power Pro Lucha Season 2 at the Arlington Center U.S. Squash Center here in Philadelphia. We are joined by
State champs,
Sturdy Sal Mistretta,
state champs,
the unstoppable beef machine, David Moses,
state champs,
state troops,
state champs. What's going on? What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good to see you guys.
Excellent. So, state champs, you guys had quite a killer record in Season 1 of Power Pro Lucha, but now here we are, Season 2. What can we expect from the state champs in this coming season?
I think they can expect more of the same, more yelling, more
footballs,
more kick. I kicked the guy in the chest really hard. I'm going to do that some more.
Yeah, tush push, a lot of tush push.
You know, the thing about me and Sal is the thing that sets us apart from other teams. Number one, nobody's in the film room like we are.
No, watching film every day.
There's no other team working on the center QB snap exchange in the locker room before the game.
Have you ever seen us mess it up?
Never.
Ever.
Never.
No.
Can't say that a lot about NFL centers.
No, exactly.
Can't say that about a lot of them. So, you know, we're in there trying to evolve the scheme. You know what I mean? We're going to have some different wrinkles for some teams out there.
And, you know,
we're out there just trying to, we're going to mix the run and the pass.
We're gonna mix it up, and we had a great record Season 1. The end of Season 1 didn't go how we wanted it with Crumbles and Defarge, But we went back, and like David said, we watched the tape. And now, Week 1, new season, Season 2, we're going to run the table.
We're going to run the table.
We're going to run the table all the way to November. And whatever that means, we're going to be standing on top at the end. Because we're the state champs. We're the champ of every single state, and Guam, and Puerto Rico.
Yep, that's true.
That's 52 places. That's a lot of places.
But now, speaking on the end of Season 2, you guys did mention that you did have the unfortunate loss to Crumbles and Defarge. But being that in mind, you had one Avery Good watching over that match that you unfortunately lost. How do you guys maybe plan on getting Avery maybe back under your good graces, possibly?
Yeah, I think that's our big plan. That was on me. I would say. David's been great and very gracious, and also taking some of the fall. But Avery was there. He had the big scouts there. I went somewhere that I shouldn't belong on the top rope to try to get the job done, and it cost us. So I think from now, just play our game, take what the defense gives us.
That's right.
And, I think we just keep winning, and we'll show Avery that he should be backing us. Because we're ready for the big time. We're going to be ready for the big time. And we're the state champs. That's what it is. That's what it is. And he'll see that. He'll see that Season 2. And I know he'll come around.
That's true. That's true. Because that's the thing about us. I mean, listen, Sal took the pin in that match, but we're the state champs, man. We win as a team. We lose as a team. We're here together. And I don't think there's anybody out here that's got the kind of team spirit that we have.
No one else has foam fingers.
Nobody else has foam fingers.
Who has foam fingers?
Right. Purchase at our merch stand.
Who has mini footballs like us?
Right. No, nobody.
No.
Nobody's doing it.
Who has matching varsity jackets that have our numbers on the back?
That's true. Nobody does.
No one.
We're the only team that has those things.
Because we're a team.
All of those things together.
We're a team.
Right.
The first Power Pro show, we didn't have matching gear. And what did Avery say? Get matching gear. What do we do?
We did.
We got matching gear.
We are show.
That's another thing for us.
Show.
That's another thing for us. We're very coachable. And I think Avery sees that. And I think he knows that what happened at the season finale is something that can be fixed.
Right. Yeah.
So, we're just going to show him that we're legit. We're the state champs, and we deserve to be shown to the big-time scouts that he had. And we'll get back there.
That's right.
Now, you mentioned Crumbles and Defarge, but Power Pro Lucha has a ton of great teams on their roster. You guys are in there watching tape all the time. Who are some of the biggest threats to the state champs this season?
I mean, there's a lot of good teams out there. There's a lot of. I mean, we're just today teaming with one of them. The Colony, right?
Yeah,
that's
a
team
big
that's
one.
Been doing it for a long time, bro.
Yeah,
they're out there doing some cool stuff. We've been seeing. We've been looking around.
All the Wicked, Frightmare.
Oh yeah, oh my God,
Gummy Boar.
Gummy Boar. Listen, we know that they brought in Violence is Forever.
Violence Forever was here.
Listen, we got them on our radar right now. There's a lot of really really good teams out there. Looking around, I've been sniffing around. I see Troy Locke and V Daniel.
Yeah, Misery Inc.'s here. Outfielders have been here. There's a lot of good opportunities. For the stage. And you never know who's going to show up at Power Pro Lucha, too. Yeah. There could be someone else coming in, another big name. And we want to be the team that, when you come to Power Pro Lucha, you got to go through the state champs.
That's right.
Because we feel like we've been running Power Pro Lucha for the first season as a tag team. And we think we deserve those opportunities. And I think Season 2, we're going to show again why we deserve those opportunities.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of opportunities, there is only one championship that's out there. That is the Trios, the Triple Tech Championships, and there's only two of you. Yeah. Could there be a third possible member to get those belts for the three of you?
I mean,
state champs, it's always open for everyone. If you have the state champ mentality, you could be a state champ. And we're not going to discriminate from anyone that wants to come in and try to be a state champ.
that's right.
So we would love a third person to try and help us win those belts because those belts are very nice.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw them. They're very pretty.
Oh, yeah.
We got our eyes open, and we're looking at some people.
And hopefully,
as long as you can prove, if you can prove that you belong out there and you can handle yourself on the gridiron,
yeah,
you can be a state champ.
And
you could be a state champ.
You could be a state champ.
Ben could be a state
Ben
champ.
Ben could be a state
Danny
champ.
behind the camera could be a
Could
state
be a
champ.
state champ.
But I think that's another reason is why we want Avery back is, his eye for talent is second to none. I mean, he saw us, obviously,
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
and, he might be a little upset with us right now, but I still think, he's got our best interest in mind. So, seeing what he could bring. Maybe he could bring a third person to the table for us to, try to run the table at trios. I mean, trios is going to be a big thing this year. 3 nights. 16 teams.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's going to be someone's going to have to be there by our side that has the endurance, the willpower, the state champ strength that we show every time we're out there. And
right.
Avery will be able to find
That's
that
right.
person. I'm
That's
confident.
right.
I'm confident.
That's right.
All right. Finally, Power Pro Lucha is still a pretty young company, so there's not a ton of fans all over the world that are tuned in just yet, but they will be.
Mm-hmm.
What message do you have for these new fans that are putting eyes on Power Pro Lucha for the first time?
I think if you watch Power Pro Lucha, you're going to see something that is unique to anything else you're going to see on independent wrestling scene out there. We got some of the best wrestlers, not just on the East Coast, anywhere on the independent scene in the U.S., anywhere. And there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
And I think just the larger-than-life characters that you're going to see and the storylines that you're going to see running throughout the seasons. And I think, there's not a lot of that in independent wrestling these days of, long-term storytelling and, larger-than-life characters. And I think if that's something you're into, Power Pro Lucha is definitely something you should check out, something you should keep following.
Yeah.
We love it. It's been our home. It's where the state champs got started.
That's right.
And
That's right.
we're just getting started, like you said. Young company. So come along for the ride. Watch the state champs.
Yeah. And
Get
if
to
you
the top,
can,
baby.
and if you can make it here to the Arlen Specter U.S. Squash Center.
Yes, you can see so many athletic achievements from David and myself.
And this is a great venue. There's no venue like
They
it
got
that
big
I've ever
boards.
wrestled at.
Big
You ever
boards.
see big boards
Big
that are
boards.
hanging down?
You can
Big boards.
play squash here, which is a sport.
Which is the actual sport.
Yes. And that's right up our alley because the state champs, we love sports.
That's true.
Sports and athletic achievements is what we do. That's what we do.
You heard it here from the state champs.
State champs.
State champs.
Yeah, Parma.
Champs.
Give it to them.
Say it.
State champs.
There we go.